I'm training for a 100-kilometer ultra hike, and today I'm taking on the first serious milestone, a 25-kilometer trek. But this isn't just any hike. Every 30 minutes I draw a random card that could either help me, curse me, or throw in a wild twist. Think of it as an adventure mixed with chaos. You'll see how the rules of the card game affect my journey. I've already tackled the 50-kilometer challenge too, but more on that later. Now let's get straight to the video. Good morning. Today I will do a 25-kilometer hike, and as I'm starting right now, it's already time to pull the first card. So let's see what I've got. Draw a new card. Draw a new card. Play this card whenever you want. Okay, so that's good. This will allow me basically to draw a new card whenever I want. And let's start now. As you can see, I was really lucky with the weather. As it's early spring, it's warm but not too hot, which is ideal for a hike like this. After a long winter, I'm really happy to be able to go on more adventures again. The start of the hike went by very quickly, so it was soon time to draw another card. Just look at that view, this is amazing. So, as you can see, I'm now half an hour in, so it's time to pull another card. Let's see what I've got. Skip one drawing. The next drawing will be skipped. Draw a card 1 hour from now. Okay, so the next drawing will be skipped. I would say I'm really lucky so far. No curse, and the next one I will not even draw. So yeah, I will draw another card in an hour then. A curse wouldn't have been too bad to get some action. On the other hand, it meant I could cover a lot of distance. I was really glad about that, because it would be much warmer in the afternoon. Have to get rid of my jacket, it's too warm now. And so far I really love the new microphone. Like before, the cable really annoyed me. And now wireless is much better. I recently bought the DJI Mic Mini, and as you can see, I'm really happy with it. At this point I was still about 50 minutes away from the next drawing, so let's fast forward a bit. So I'm now 1.5 hours in, 8.7 kilometers. So it's finally time to pull another card. Really? Discard a curse. You can discard one curse, you decide which one. Man, like no curse so far, and now I can even skip one. Yeah, that sucks. I really hope the next one will be a curse. So yeah, let's keep walking. As nothing interesting happened, let's do another small time lapse. Half an hour later, I drew the card Double Trouble, which basically makes the next curse twice as hard. Soon after, I made it to the turning point. As I was running low on water, I quickly paused the timer to refill my bottles. There's no water in the well, so now I have to buy some in a grocery store. Luckily, there was a supermarket on the other side of the road. After buying some iced tea and water, I went back to the place where I had stopped the timer and switched it on again.
However, I only walked for about 200 meters before I stopped again.
Wow. This is a beautiful spot. The next draw will be in 10 minutes, and since I have the double trouble, depending on the course, it might be that I'm not allowed to stop for the next 2 hours, so that's why I'm doing the break now to eat lunch. This location is definitely not too bad to eat lunch. Luckily I have enough food. I'm quite hungry in the meantime.
I almost ate too much, my belly felt quite full afterwards. A few minutes after the break, it was already time for the next card.
So, it's finally time for another card. I'm really curious. Let's see. Wild cards.
Draw 2 cards and choose one.
Okay. That's interesting. So now I will be able to pull 2 cards. Let's go. The first one is half trouble.
Do half the distance duration of your next curse. If the next curse is discarded, this card applies to the curse after.
And the second one is tied together.
Tie your shoes together for the next 500 meters.
Okay, so I think to keep it interesting, I will do tied together and I will destroy half trouble. So that means now I have to tie my shoes together for 1 kilometer. Let's do it.
The first challenge was how to actually tie the shoes together. I think I found a good solution.
Okay, this should work. Oh my god. This will be a long kilometer.
500 meters would have been enough already, but 1 kilometer is quite a lot. I was very happy that the knot held, otherwise it would have been a huge pain.
What am I doing here? That's ridiculous. But I can even do a bit of running to move faster.
The running was very helpful, otherwise it would have taken an eternity to complete a kilometer. However, I had to be really careful and watch out for roots and rocks to avoid falling. Sooner than I expected, the kilometer was already over.
This is it. 1 kilometer complete. Oh. Hopefully I can open it. Oh dang. Look at that. I should be able to pull here to open the nut, but nothing moves. Like it's so... Shit. Oh, I was able to remove it. Oh, this feels so good. So let's continue the journey.
Opening the nut was much harder than I expected. After trying for 5 minutes, I was already afraid I would not succeed. After this curse, I had much more gratitude for being able to walk normally without limitations. Since I lost some time, it was already time for the next drawing.
So, 3 hours in, so now it's time to draw another card. And this time it is wrong direction.
Walk 1 kilometer backwards.
So, okay, I think this is easier than the last one. Now I'm at 17 kilometers. So yeah, let's go 1 kilometer backwards. So right now you see more than I can. But I think this is a good spot to do it. Yeah, you have to watch out a little bit, but I would say this one is definitely easier and more comfortable than the previous one.
As there were no clouds, the sun was beating down on me and I really regretted not having a sun hat with me. I even considered taking one with me, but then I left it at home, which was a very stupid decision. After the turning point I had the sun on my neck, but during this course it was different, as you can see. I was lucky with the quality of the path, since there were almost no holes, so I didn't have to keep turning my head. It didn't take long to complete a kilometer, it was a good feeling to turn around again.
So this challenge was not too bad, and it took me 14 minutes to complete a kilometer.
In the afternoon, the temperature was about 18 degrees, which was really comfortable. For such a hike, this is an ideal temperature. Slowly but surely, I was not regretting anymore that I ate a lot of lunch, because I definitely needed the energy. Even in the afternoon, I was still amazed at how quickly the 30 minutes between the drawings passed.
So, 3.5 hours in. Time to draw another card. No rest zone, curse escape.
If you have a curse that requires you to keep moving, you can pause the curse for 5 minutes.
Okay, that's good. I just realized that my deck is already full, so in order to keep the curse escape card, I will play the draw card now. So yeah, I can actually draw another card. Let's see what it is. Card deck extension.
From now on, you can hold up to 3 cards instead of 2 in your card deck.
Okay, so now I don't have the problem anymore.
It would have been better to get this card at the beginning of the day, but it was still nice not having to worry about that anymore. At this point I already covered a distance of more than 20 kilometers, so I was basically on the home straight. I was slowly but surely getting a bit tired, but this gave me some motivation again.
It's so awesome. Spring just makes me feel alive. So, I'm now 4 hours in, 22 kilometers. So, another card, let's draw it. This time we have no rest zone.
For the next 60 minutes, you may not sit or rest, keep moving.
I think there will be just about an hour left, so from now on, no breaks.
I had forgotten that I still had my joker, so this statement wasn't actually true. Fortunately, after a few minutes I remembered that I had the card and used it.
It's really beautiful here, so I decided to play my card and do a 5-minute break.
This was the first break since lunch, and it was nice to relax for a few minutes before having to cover the last few kilometers.
Time to continue. So, 4.5 hours, sorry, another half an hour done. So it's time to draw another card. And this time we have the extra mile.
Walk an additional mile.
So the plan would have been to walk there. And now I'm walking here, and then I will go to the right and eventually I will end up behind me where I just was.
Instead of hiking directly to the finish, I decided to do an extra round. So close to the finish, I was not amused about this course, but on the other hand I knew that it would be over soon. I miscalculated a bit and did 2 kilometers, so I completed the total distance of 26.6 kilometers, but I decided to draw one last card anyways.
So, 5 hours in, I will draw the last card for today. And it is double drawing.
Draw 2 cards. If you draw 2 curses, you have to do both.
So that means I will draw another 2 cards. The first one is Speed Demon.
You must hike the next kilometer at least 50% faster than the previous one.
And the second one is No Pain, No Gain.
Pick up a heavy rock and carry it for the next 2 kilometers.
I think I will play my discard curse for the No Pain, No Gain. So now let's run a bit.
The last curse was quite the opposite of the curse tied together. It was nice to cover a lot of distance in a short period of time. I was really surprised at how much energy I still had. I didn't find running difficult at all. At that point, I was approaching the finish very quickly.
So, there we go. I think this was easily 50% faster, so I would say challenge completed. I really liked the new video concept. Let me know down in the comment section whether you liked it as well and if you have any ideas for improvements. And as always, thanks a lot for watching, I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.
After the 25-kilometer hike, a distance of 50 km awaited me. Unlike in this video, the start was already very exhausting and the bad luck continued. What I can say already is that it was definitely a lot harder than this hike. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to not miss out on my next adventure.